I'd ask Allison Alejos to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance this morning.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, and if my throat sounds scratchy this morning, it's because my throat is scratchy this morning. Welcome to the February 20th, 2014 meeting of the Shawnee County Board of Commissioners meeting. My name is Bob Archer. I currently serve as chair of the commission, and I serve alongside Commissioner Kevin Cook, who represents District 2, and Commissioner Shelley Bueller, who represents District 1.
Good morning.
Good morning. First item, please.
Item 3, consent agenda.
Are there questions or comments on the consent agenda?
I have none.
I have none as well. I would move for approval of the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cook to approve the consent agenda as presented, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk, number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Mr. Chairman, this morning we have vouchers totaling $895,962.87. I have no questions regarding the vouchers. I would move for their approval.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cook to approve the vouchers as presented, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Bueller to approve the correction orders, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B, emergency management. Number 1, consider approval of request for out-of-state travel for all expenses, with all expenses to be reimbursed by the FEMA Emergency Management Institute.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dave Sturbins, Emergency Management. This is for one of us to go with the Auburn-Washburn School District for the training at EMI to work on emergency operating plans with school districts. And again, there's no cost to the county.
Are there questions or comments?
No, I have no questions.
Okay.
I would move for approval.
Second.
I do have a question. Dave, do you consider this training mission critical?
Yes, because it ties right in with the county emergency operating plans, continuity of operation plans, and by getting all the school districts on the same. For example, we've already gone with USD 501. Seaman just did theirs. So going right around the circle now, getting Auburn-Washburn, it really makes us a better prepared community, not only for disasters, but just for everyday activities and how we handle them.
Good answer. I think that's important that the public knows, particularly when we have out-of-state training. No matter who pays for it, it's mission critical to Shawnee County.
And the advantage of this training is that there's other school districts. In fact, there's one down by Ottawa that'll be going with us. So there's one of the other emergency management, incident management team members going also. But it also gives us the opportunity to share our information and get information from several other school districts. There's I was told, over 100 people in the group that will be doing this same time from around the country.
Okay. Thank you very much, David. I appreciate it. As I recall, motion made to approve by Commissioner Cook and seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item C, Public Works Solid Waste. Number 1, consider approval of a sole source purchase from AmeriCart Waste Handling for lids to fit totes bought from AmeriCart at a cost of $3,220.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tom Block with Public Works and Solid Waste. This is a solid waste item. These particular carts were the carts that the department purchased many years ago for our customers, and they are, I believe they are like the second round of carts that we've purchased. The carts themselves are quite aged, but the cards, the main body of the cards are in good condition, but the lids are being cracked. So we would just as soon continue using these cards until the bodies are no longer useful, instead of buying new cards to replace them. So our request here is just to buy replacement lids for these older generation cards to continue using them until their life is used up. So if there's any questions regarding this, I'd be happy to try to answer them. The funding for this would come from the Solid Waste Department funds, again, which is not tax funded, it is solely user fee funded.
Okay. Are there questions or comments?
I have no questions. Move for approval.
I'll second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cook to approve the sole source purchase, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item C2, consider authorization and execution of contract C77-2014 with Finney and Turnip Seed Transportation and Civil Engineering LLC for design and construction engineering services for the Southwest Davis Road over Wakarusa Bridge project in a total amount of $15,200.
Commissioners, Tom Block again with Public Works and Solid Waste. These next two items are both Public Works items. These items were brought to you here just recently regarding the award of the design and construction engineering services. This particular one for Finney and Turnip Seed, this is going to be a bridge deck repair. This before you today is the contract that they have submitted. We have reviewed the contract. We feel it's a fair price for it just being a deck repair. And the contract is for a lump sum of $15,200. The funding would come from the Special Bridge Fund. It's our recommendation that this contract be approved. So if there are any questions regarding this, I'd be happy to answer them.
Are there questions?
No, I would move for approval.
Second.
Motion made to approve the contract by Commissioner Cook and seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item C3, consider authorization and execution of contract C78-2014 with Cook, Flatt, and Strobel Engineers, PA for design and construction engineering services for the Southwest 57th Street over Haskell Creek Bridge project in a total amount of $55,000.
Commissioners, is similar to the previous request. This particular contract is for the full replacement of this bridge and not just deck repair. Thus, the costs are substantially more than the previous contract. This again would be for design and construction engineering services for a lump sum amount of $55,000. This funding would also come from the special bridge account. So if there's any questions regarding this, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Bueller and seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you. Next item.
Item D, Community Corrections. Number 1, consider approval of request to purchase 2 vehicles at a total cost of $35,936 to be paid for with grant funding.
Good morning, Commissioners. Ed O'Rear, Community Corrections. We have a small fleet of cars, 11 total, that our officers use in the process of supervising our felon population on the adult side and on the juvenile side as well. This money would be strictly for cars for our adult officers. From time to time, we have monies available to upgrade some of our cars. This year is one of those years. We have 4 cars currently, Crown Victorias, one 1997, 2 1998s, and one 1999, all in excess of 150,000 miles, and most of that is in-county driving. So this gives us an opportunity in the near future to phase out 2 of those and purchase these 2 new Impalas at state contracted price. In the past, and I assume we will do this as well, when it's time to let go of 2 of the older cars, we've been able to make those available to other departments in the county just for a transfer over. And that's always worked out very well. So I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Good. Are there questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman.
Ed? Yes.
The funding for this comes through the state grant funding, correct?
That's correct. Kansas Department of Corrections.
And in fact, all of your department comes through state grant funding.
Yes.
And so the county is just merely as a pass-through agent for that expense.
Yes.
So and so I want to stress that these are not county tax dollars that are going to support or purchase these vehicles. They're, still our tax dollars.
Correct.
But they're not coming out of our general fund or property taxes, et cetera.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, and I have nothing further than.
But we do have oversight responsibility.
We do.
Okay, that needs to be pointed out constantly. I'll entertain a motion.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Bueller to approve the purchase, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Ed. Next item, please.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Candace Mearpool with the Research and Extension Office. And I just wanted to take a moment to update you on what we're doing in the 4-H Youth Development Program currently. Right now, our school enrichment program has chick eggs and incubators in about 18 classrooms as a part of our school enrichment program, and youth are learning life cycles by incubating and hatching their own chicken eggs in their classrooms, and we expect chicks in early March. Also in early February, we had our County 4-H Club Days, which is where about 150 youth practice their public speaking and public performance skills in front of a judge, got a rating, and those top youth in the county advanced to regional club days in March in Douglas County. But most importantly, what I wanted to talk to you today is how our county is focusing on more community service and more service learning projects this year. At our junior-senior lock-in in January, our youth committee wanted to include a service project into an event that's a lot of swimming, basketball, board games, pizza. They wanted to bring in a speaker and include a service project. So they spoke with the rescue mission, and as a part of admission to the event, the 65 youth were to bring one piece of fleece fabric. And then at the event, they were matched with another youth, and they made these fleece tie blankets for the rescue mission. We made about 28 blankets. We had a really good time, and we had those delivered to the rescue mission. I was really concerned. The youth committee had really great intentions and really great goals, but I was wondering how the rest of the youth would feel about some of their fun time being taken out to do this service project. Well, with the addition of the speaker from the rescue mission to say, what they do for people and to educate them about homelessness, the kids really enjoyed it. And on all their surveys, they said they wanted to continue having a service project as a part of that event. In a national study by National 4-H and Tufts University, when 4-Hers are compared to their peers, they're 4 times more likely to give back to their community. And so I think we can see that in our own county as well, that the kids enjoy doing these projects and they're very proud of their efforts. And also this year, our camp group that we go with to Rock Springs in May, we're actually the last week in May this year, so it's going to be a really cold pool. We are doing a service project with El Dorado-based Numana, where the vision is for 400 4-Hers to spend 4 hours making 40,000 meals to send around the world. And I have a flyer about that for you all to look more into that. We camp with about 6 other units, and so the youth right now are charged with raising money to do that. 40,000 meals will cost about $12,000 to assemble, which is about 30 cents per meal. So while it sounds like a lot of money, it's actually very affordable to send these meals around the world. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to give you a copy of the Tufts, the survey on 4-H and positive youth development, our camp, and then some pictures from our lock-in.
morning, Lisa Martin, K-State Research and Extension. I'm here to talk about our Oh Baby texting campaign that we launched. We really got started last month. I'm part of the Oh Baby Collaborative, and we work on healthy birth outcomes and decreasing infant mortality and low birth weight. And so when we were meeting back in August, we talked about the number of women that slip through the cracks in getting early prenatal care. We have probably about 500 to 600 women here in Shawnee County that do not access adequate prenatal care. And so there's a national program called Text for Baby that they're having really good success with in getting women connected to services and health information that they may need. And so we decided to try that here, and I wrote for a Kansas Health Foundation recognition grant, received the grant, and so we've launched the campaign, focusing more on local services that women might be interested in. The texts go out twice a week. Generally, there's a health information piece and then a referral piece of where they can go and get connected for services. And so I've purchased some bus ads. I'm going to do some sponsorships with WIBW and the new Moms Everyday program, and we're looking at some other advertising avenues. And so hopefully by the end of the year, this will be something that will prove to be successful, and we'll look at some other types of support to keep it ongoing. So, any questions?
Have none.
Go ahead.
Commissioner, I was just going to ask, and thank you.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate your bringing us up to speed. How do you integrate with what you do with the Shawnee County Health Agency?
We have, through my Expanded Food and Nutrition Education Program, which is a federally funded program through the USDA, I have 2 paraprofessionals that are over at the M&I clinic. They're there probably about 5 days a week, and we do what we call a Healthy Baby program. And we help, the WIC dietitians with interpreting what they need to do to eat healthy. We work on lifestyle behaviors, that kind of thing. We also work with Stork's Cradle, which is an incentive program at Stormont that, again, as women complete different tasks, they can earn points and shop in the Stork's Closet. So, and then we do home visits, and we'll do other types of group settings as well.
Okay, thank you again. Commissioner Bueller.
I just know a lot of those individuals are also involved with Heartland Healthy Neighborhood.
Right.
And that initiative there for infant mortality.
And I think the last discussion, I wasn't at the last meeting, but we wanted to kind of move the Oh Baby Collaborative into the Healthy Baby so that we could be more global and maintain all the connections in the community, so.
Good. Lisa, I might just add, you might contact the Expo Center with their big board.
Oh, that's a great idea, and I
to
thought
get
about
some
the city
information on it.
channel
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That'd be great.
I will leave some cards in our flyers for you, in case you want to sign up and get the text.
And I would just say thanks to Candace and to Lisa. They're always keeping us informed on what's going on. So thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. Misty Kruger with the Shawnee County Health Agency. I have 2 things I wanted to update you on real quick. The first went out in an email last night about the Million Steps Challenge that the county is doing with city employees through the Making Moves program. And we've been meeting for the last 8 weeks at Westridge Mall on Saturday mornings to walk, and the last walk will be this Saturday. But as of Monday, the county was just under 6 million steps collected, and the city was right at 5.5 million. So we're a little bit up on them, but still a few more days to go. So if you haven't sent your text in for your steps, please do that in the next few days. The other thing I wanted to update you on, will be going out in a press release this afternoon, but we will be hosting a child care information night next Wednesday at the health agency, and this is open to anyone from the public, but really looking at providers of child care, as well as parents who have children in child care, where they'll be able to get information from our child care licensors about what they're looking for when they go out to survey a facility, as well as information from the Child Care Aware Resource Center about services available for providers as well as parents. So it'll be free to the public. Providers will actually pay a $10 fee, and then with that they'll get an hour and a half of service hour credit that they have to have every year. So that will be coming out this afternoon. Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. Larry Moss, Shawnee County Treasurer. Had a couple of items this morning. First off, we are still continuing to do the commercial vehicle conversion. We started on January the 1st. Since that time, over 42,000 commercial vehicles have been registered in the new system through 72 counties performing that. Happy to say that Shawnee County has done very well. We're one of the few counties that have not only done our county, but we've done other counties. We're doing the service for, or performing the service for Douglas County, Geary County, and Jackson County. And so we're doing very well on it. I would plead with those who haven't been in, you have 1 week, one more week, and the due date of the 28th will be here. So try to avoid the crush and get in as soon as you can if you've got commercial vehicles. We're expecting that we will have those procrastinators, and next week will be very busy. I can visualize people standing in the hallway, which I hope will not occur, but if you do see that, understand what's going on. We do have the conversion plus the normal activity. Any questions?
I just wanted to say that I think it's a tribute to your leadership and your office that other counties are using us to do their job. I think that's great.
I appreciate that.
I think that says a lot.
I appreciate that.
I just think that says a lot.
It is a bit self-serving because we also collect the fees, so that enhanced our revenues for the months of January and February. So we got paid to do that, and we were more than pleased to do that.
Yeah, that makes it even better.
Yep.
Okay, the other item, as you recall, we were trying to remodel or reconfigure our annex, and we got snowed out, so we had to reschedule that. We're going to close the annex on the 28th. Now, you'll note that that's the last day of the month, and it happens to be a Friday, which is usually a very busy day. I've made a calculation to do it on that day so I can consolidate all of my workforce here at the courthouse and carve out a portion to do commercial as well as handle the a regular motor vehicle. I think that way with all of our resources in one location, we can better utilize them during the day rather than trying to cover 2 locations, and we have to do that work. So I made the calculation. That'll increase our line here at the courthouse, just understand what's going on. I've closed the annex for the day, and we're still doing commercials. So again, fair warning, if you see that, don't panic. I will have panicked enough for you. So. Any questions?
All right.
No.
Anything for the treasurer? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Commissioners?
Well, prepare for the snow. Hope you enjoyed the warm weather.
Sounds that way. I did have one item. In addition to reading the horoscope every day, I always read the editorials and the letters to the editor, and every now and then I come across a nugget that I want to share. And the topic is county services. On a recent Monday morning, I was sitting in my nice warm living room looking out at the snow and remembering how cold it was when I went out to get my paper. The recycling truck came by and picked up my recycling, followed shortly by the Shawnee County refuse truck that picked up my trash. I want to acknowledge the men working on the trucks for the great service, no matter what the weather. And I want to echo that. And the interesting thing is that came from a Mr. John Atchley, who is a friend and constituent of mine. And when I was on the city council, all I heard from John was OFIs, which are opportunities for improvement. So it's nice to be recognized for a strength in Shawnee County. So, next item, please.
Item 6, executive session.
I know there is a need for matters relating to employer-employee negotiations, whether or not in consultation with the representative or representatives of the body or agency. I'll make a motion that we go into executive session for 15 minutes to discuss those items. No action anticipated. Is there anything else we need to discuss?
I'll
County
second.
Counselor.
I'll second.
Okay.
I have nothing further than that.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye, opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0.
Do you want to make copies of this, or do you make copies of it? I'll just leave it here and then we can.
We are back in session, no action required. We're adjourned.